Welcome back to Blind Truth. Today, we've got an incredible video for you. We're counting down 20 mind-blowing treasures that people accidentally threw away. From hidden million-dollar paintings to priceless historical artifacts, you won't believe what was almost lost forever. Let's dive in. Number 20. Japanese worker finds cash in trash. In Japan's Hiroshima prefecture, a worker at a waste disposal site found a huge amount of cash mixed with trash. Instead of keeping it, the worker reported it to the authorities. They found $120,000 in the trash, mainly among bulkier items like furniture. It seems someone had hidden the money at home instead of in a bank. The police don't think the money is connected to a crime and are trying to find the owner. Imagine if this happened in another country. Number 19. Garbage lottery ticket. A couple in Massachusetts almost threw away a $1 million lottery ticket. Joseph and Joan Zagami accidentally tossed the scratch card in the trash with their grocery bags. Realizing their mistake, just in time, they dug through the trash and found the winning ticket. They opted for the lump sum payout, receiving $455,000. Definitely worth rummaging through the garbage. Number 18. Millions worth of Bitcoin. A man from Newport, South Wales, accidentally threw away a hard drive containing 7,500 Bitcoin. James Howells obtained the Bitcoin in 2009 when they were worthless. By 2013, they were worth $1,000 each. He had forgotten about the hard drive's contents and threw it out during a move. Now, he's been searching the landfill for years, hoping to recover his lost fortune. Number 17. A painting worth $1 million. In 2003, Elizabeth Gibson found a painting sticking out of a dumpster in Manhattan. Although she wasn't a fan of modern art, she felt drawn to the piece. She later discovered it was a long-lost painting by Mexican artist Rufino Tamayo, titled Tres Personajes, worth $1 million. The painting had been stolen in 1987. Elizabeth contacted Sotheby's auction house, which found the owners. They sold the painting for $1 million, rewarding Elizabeth with $155,000 and a percentage of the sale. Not bad for a quick dumpster dive. Number 16. Violin worth $50,000. In San Antonio, Texas, a man found a violin in the trash by the side of the road. He thought he could use it to make an instrument for his wife. When they took it to be appraised, they were shocked. The violin was featured on the PBS show Antiques Roadshow, where Peter Shaw from Houston's Amati Violin Shop appraised it. It wasn't a cheap, beat-up violin. It was a 1922 J. Pedrini worth $35,000, even in its dirty state. If restored, it could be worth $50,000. What a fantastic find. Number 15. Workers threw away $5 million in diamonds. At a jewelry store in Midtown Manhattan, workers were helping move a senior colleague's office. They threw away several wooden boxes without checking inside. Those boxes contained about $5 million worth of diamonds. Later, a security guard found the boxes in the trash and decided to keep the diamonds. The guard sold some jewels to a jeweler in the same building. However, he was charged with stealing. What a blunder. Number 14. A first edition Apple computer. When you buy the latest Apple product, it quickly becomes outdated. So, how could an old Apple computer be worth anything? Well, some collectors love old Apple products, making them valuable. A woman in California threw away an old Apple computer, which was worth about $200,000. Only around 200 of these were made by Apple founders Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ron Wayne. The computer ended up at a recycling center, which sold it for nearly $250,000. The center is trying to find the woman to share the proceeds. Quite a valuable piece of junk. Number 13. A Fabergé egg. In 2014, a U.S. scrap metal dealer found a Fabergé egg, which he almost melted down for scrap. These eggs, made by jeweler Peter Carl Fabergé, are incredibly rare and valuable. Only 50 were made, and they were popular among the Russian Tsars in the late 19th century. During the Russian Revolution, many royal treasures, including 8 of these eggs, went missing. These missing eggs are considered priceless. Occasionally, one of the other eggs surfaces and is sold among the wealthy. Number 12. A Jackson Pollock painting. Imagine finding an old painting in your garage. All I ever find in mine are old newspapers and rusty cans. But in 2017, an elderly man in Scottsdale, Arizona, was moving to a retirement home, and his neighbor was helping him clear out his house. Among the junk, they found some paintings, including one that looked like a famous Jackson Pollock piece. They took it to a local auction house, and after a few months, they discovered it was a genuine Jackson Pollock. Although it cost tens of thousands to authenticate and restore, the painting was worth between $10,000 and $15,000. What a find! Number 11. 7 gold bars. In 2018, a cleaner at an airport in South Korea found 7 gold bars, each weighing 2.2 pounds and worth $330,000. The gold was wrapped in newspaper and thrown in the trash, likely because the owner was afraid of being caught. Despite initial reports that the cleaner could claim the gold, the airport said their job was to find lost items, so they wouldn't be compensated. South Korea has a finders keepers law, but it doesn't apply to workers on duty. It makes you wonder who will end up with all that gold after 6 months. Number 10. Rings in the trash. What's the most expensive thing you've ever accidentally thrown away? A woman named Carla once left her $400,000 wedding and anniversary rings on the kitchen counter wrapped in paper towels. Her husband, Bernie, unknowingly threw them out with the trash. When Carla realized, they called the trash company and managed to stop the truck just in time. They sifted through 10 tons of garbage and miraculously found the rings. Number 9. Ancient Mayan artifacts. A professional mover was hired to clear out an artist's estate after their death. He took what was thought to be trash, including a big barrel. 5 years later, he opened the barrel and found it full of ancient Mayan artifacts worth $16,500. The foundation managing the estate was not happy, but the movers certainly made an interesting discovery. Number 8. $100,000 in roadside trash. In 2009, state highway workers near Mount Comfort, Indiana, found $100,000 stuffed inside an abandoned tire while cleaning up litter. The police investigated and found traces of drugs on the money, suggesting it was drug money. It's surprising what you can find by the side of the road. Number 7. Freedom Tower blueprints in a garbage can. In 2008, a homeless man in New York City found blueprints for the Freedom Tower in a trash can. The plans were marked secure document and confidential, containing detailed schematics of the entire building. This was a significant security oversight, especially for a building like One World Trade Center, which symbolizes resilience and strength after the 9/11 attacks. The tower, completed in 2013, is 1,776 feet tall, symbolizing the year of American independence. Number 6. The Declaration of Independence. In 1991, a man bought an old painting at a flea market for $4. He liked the frame, but didn't think much of the painting itself. Hidden behind the painting, he found an envelope containing one of the first printed copies of the American Declaration of Independence. Originally, about 200 copies were made, but only 24 are known to survive today. This particular copy was well preserved because it had been tucked away in the envelope for a long time. In 1991, it was sold for $2.2 million, and in 2000, it was sold again for $7.4 million. Number 5. Harry Potter books in the trash. A teacher in Buckinghamshire, UK, found a bunch of first edition Harry Potter books in a school bin. Even though they were a bit worn, she took them home instead of letting them go to a landfill. In 2020, these books were discovered to be quite valuable and sold for thousands of pounds at auction. Number 4. Gold coin in garbage. In India, a sanitation worker found a 100-gram gold coin while sorting waste. She turned it over to the police as lost property and was praised for her honesty. The chances of the original owner claiming it seemed slim, and some think the worker should be rewarded for her honesty instead of the coin sitting unclaimed at a police station. Number 2. Michael Jordan's shoe. A single sneaker was found in a dumpster outside the Capitol Court Mall in Milwaukee. This wasn't just any shoe. It belonged to Michael Jordan, who wore and autographed it during a game. The mall was set for demolition in 2001, and the shoe was thrown out with everything else. A man named Larry found it, and in 2019, it was authenticated and sold for $20,000. Number 1. Money in a trash bag. A TikTok video showed a man in Thailand finding a large amount of cash in a trash bag. The video quickly went viral, though some viewers doubted its authenticity. It's reminiscent of finding a treasure chest in the desert or a dinosaur fossil on the beach. The video stirred a lot of interest and speculation. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found something valuable in the trash, or if you've lost something precious. Check out other interesting finds I've highlighted, and see you next time.